we're talking about. Good morning. Welcome back to the WODprep podcast. I'm your host, CJ DePalma, with the better host, Claire Bays. It's December 5th, and it's early. I'm tired today. How are you feeling?
Not tired. I don't know if I should start with like just the two of us because it's not John, or if I should go with we are so back, even though you're like everyone's saying that. I'm like, yeah, well, it's true.
I feel like we've said it. Me and you have said it since like August.
For a minute.
Basically since we started doing this together. Hey, what's up, guys?
By the way, it's been was it July that we started podcasting together? You remember?
It was the game. Was it the games? Right before the games.
Yep.
Yeah, like the week before.
Yep.
Hey, do you want to do this? And then I was like, hey, do you want to do a marathon? Or like 30 hours over 4 days? That was it. That's what solidified it. You're like, I don't know about this. And then the marathon, you're like, well, I guess I'm in it now. So, and then you stuck around.
Yeah, it was fun.
How it works. All right. Good morning, Slater. What's up, Larry? Larry needs to roll before he starts anesthetizing people. I like it. Good morning, Vic. Lady Lifts. Good morning. Good morning. Lito's back. Lito saw Masters and she's like, all right, I got to come back to the show. Lito hasn't been on the show and watched since August. And now she's like, all right, I'm relevant again. So
Lito, I hope that you know that I was aware that you were gone and I was sad about it. So it's good to see you.
I know. Sean working on his pull-ups and double unders. Aaron, number 4. Man, you guys are crushing it. I love this. Look at this is the best. We're talking like WODpreps. WODprep is being everyone's top channel to watch.
Have you seen any of those get posted? I know everybody's been posting theirs and whatever, but well, yeah, I actually have seen some where we made the cut.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Well, is cool. This is this like a YouTube wrapped? Is that what?
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't actually like gone to look through mine.
Mine's gonna be terrible.
Wait, should we go? Should we see what ours are?
How about we do it off screen first?
Did you watch when John Young on the barbell spin talked through his?
No, I didn't even, on Wednesday.
Yes, that segment is very worth watching because they all mentioned what their.
I was just watching it.
He had some very interesting, like it was crazy to me because he's so tuned into our space. And so when he said that there were multiple other channels that ranked higher for him than CrossFit related ones, and they were strange. They were strange.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I was like, damn. So not only is he consuming a lot, I don't know what the timestamp is. It was funny.
Vicky will know for sure.
Is Vicky here this morning?
Yeah, Vicky already came in. She knows.
Good morning. Yeah, I don't know what the timestamp is. What am I'm looking for? Where do you even find this information?
I don't know.
Oh, it's at the top. If you just go to your page. Okay, well, they made it pretty easy. If you go, I just went to my.
Oh, I don't ever get on my phone. I have to find it on the on my. Let's see. Huh. My phone is always locked. Like I have it bricked 24/7 now. I just keep Instagram and off my phone. All right, let's see. Maybe it's under you. Oh, here it is. Recap.
Oh wait, get it on screen.
Can you hear it? Hold on.
Yeah, get it on screen.
No. We're gonna keep it off the screen for right now.
No, show the people.
No way.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, mine's so. Tell me it's CrossFit without telling me it's CrossFit.
No, that's weird. I watched 200. That's weird. Oh yeah, mine is. Can I pause this? I'm gonna pause this.
Guys, I'm a top 1%er. I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh, yeah, that's intense.
Dang, that's actually pretty wild. All right, we can come back here later. Anyway, did anyone else have any? Or are you still? Well, I can't see yours.
I know. I'm just making sure there's nothing crazy on here. I'm surprised there's not like.
You're just making sure there's nothing crazy. So you're saying you think that there might be some channels that you would not want people to see.
No, it's just gonna. Well, it was weird. It said Mr. Beast was my number 2, which is maybe I went through like a short thing this year.
If it was your number 2, you remember it.
I don't remember I remember going through a bit where we were like trying to figure out YouTube, and I watched a decent chunk, but not that much. Anyways. We'll
know what to
pull it
say.
up here in a second.
I'm very aware of what I'm watching. I am. I think it's cool to see that Coffee Pods and Mods ranked on my top 5 because I didn't know that. Like the other ones, I'm not even remotely surprised by, but that one, I guess I consume more of it than I realized I did. And there are so many other honorable mentions that didn't make that top 5 too. Anyway.
Yeah. Also surprised that there isn't like these random videos that will feed Bennett when we need him to be distracted for 20 minutes, like Blippi, which is obviously he really likes Blippi, or like random people playing with the cars. Oh my gosh, they're the fucking worst.
Did you see Trish's comment?
Is that Pornhub music? No.
I don't even know. Was that the music that was? What was that?
I don't. It's whatever it was played on. All right, we'll start it over. Here we go.
What's Miss Rachel?
Miss Rachel is like it's like a children's show. She's a lady who was an actress and a singer, and she just does like children phonetic type stuff.
Okay. Cool.
And
tell me you don't have kids yet without telling me you don't have kids yet.
Yeah. You'll know for sure. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Bye, Larry.
I had it to stage.
One day you will know, Claire. That's right, Aaron. I will know. I look forward to that day. For the record, this is CJ's. Whatever happens here, this is CJ.
Right. Yeah. I wish I could pause it. Cross the compass.
I think you can. You not?
It doesn't let me.
Oh. Yeah, see, so many of those are recognizable. What's that ND or whatever that was?
I don't even know. I don't know. Does it count like shorts? If it counts shorts, then like that's why there's so many.
Hey, CrossFit Games was number 2 for you. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the top 3%. Man, I'm like, can't believe I made that's because there's a lot of people that listen to a lot of that. Damn.
This is funny. This is long.
Oh, I didn't see what that was for
track and field. Oh yeah, I do watch a lot of track and field.
I wonder if you're watching more of that now because you're coaching High Rocks athletes too.
No, like when the worlds come through, like NBC Olympics post their 5-minute clips of every race. I love keeping up with like the 100, 200, 400, 800, that kind of like long jump. I love watching that.
Your audio is doing something a little weird, at least for me. Nothing crazy, but it's almost a little bit like underwater.
Overlap.
Oh, okay. It's not bad.
I don't even know these are.
You're the wonder seeker.
What's that? Oh.
You're drawn to awe-inspiring content that shows extraordinary skills. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Now I want to see what is there. Okay.
Sounds like I'm talking into a pillow. Sure. Okay. Hello.
Better.
Is that better? Okay. Learned about poker. I don't even remember watching poker this year.
Guys, I don't know if I'm very happy about this, but mine says I'm the self-improver. I don't know. You're drawn to content that helps you grow to reach your full potential. You've watched business strategies and fitness challenges showing a drive to improve. I mean, I guess that is not a bad thing. Just like, how much self-help are you watching? Better that than so many other things. Okay, anyway, we're back out of here.
Perfect. All right.
Cross Matt. Good morning to you too.
That's funny.
Jeez. Oh.
I feel like shorts are probably on there. Like YouTube shorts.
Are taken into account? I don't know.
Yeah, it has to be because that's the only time that I ever even go like see a Mr. Beast. But whenever I do it on see it on there, I'll stop and listen or whatever. And we went through a phase earlier in the year where I was really interested in like his manifesto got released. And
I'm sorry, whose manifesto?
Mr. Beast. Do you know who Mr. Beast is?
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay. And so I think I dug into a little bit of his like absolute insanity of how he manages all of his YouTube content and working through.
Yeah, you should loop back to that topic with me another time.
So anywho, all right, we're back. Masters are back.
Yeah.
What we wanted, and I can't even I can't even describe how excited I am. One, when this happens, so every year until the last 2 years, when dates get announced, it's like the most stressful 2 weeks ever because we have to book hotels, we have to book flights, and we have to get tickets. And that's usually a challenge. And so I am, it brings up a ton of anxiety for me to like, okay, all right, now there's the next thing that I have to worry about. Right. It's like, okay, now we're going to go. And now I'm going to be gone for 7 or 8 days now instead of just 3. And so now like all of the things start to continue to roll in my head. And so, but I'm super stoked. I think this is the exact thing that they need to do.
Yep.
So they made
Yeah.
it happen.
Is this something that Perrin would be interested in accompanying you for? Like the
Oh yeah,
game
they're coming.
specifically?
Oh yeah, no, they're coming.
Perfect.
100%.
Cool.
So we can go as long as we want. Now the question is, are we driving the camper across the country to get here
Yikes.
or not?
Yikes. CrossFat said mine made no sense because of TVs, and now I'm just really curious because of course CrossFat's in all the chats, and so I'm like, what are you watching besides all of this?
I'm assuming that means families
Yeah.
and watching kids stuff.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. So he's got kids.
Yeah.
Like Miss Rachel or Blippy or some shit like that, which I was surprised mine isn't.
Those weren't on
But I
there.
think my main TV isn't logged in all the time. So I think that's probably why. Over $1,000 per person to get to Cali from the UK. Yep. It's going to be expensive for sure. But
and is that just is that flights exclusively? I guess there and back, probably so.
Yeah.
It's a good chunk.
It will be. I mean, just Lido, just so it's half that price for us from Florida to like from where I live. It's still $500 or $600.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be expensive.
So you said that you feel like the schedule overall is something that's kind of got you worked up.
Yeah, it's especially now that it's like, okay, they're back together, but there's still an opportunity for WODprep to potentially be there in a sponsorship role. And it's like, all right, so now it's like, I'm not just coaching. Now we're doing a twofold, but then we're going to go and be fans. Right. And so now it's like all of this process, and now my family's probably going to come. And so my mind just starts to race of like, all right, what can we manage? Can we afford it? What's it look like? Are we going to work it? Am I just coaching? How many athletes are, like all of those things start to roll. Do we need to start booking houses now? Like we're getting ready to leave for Legends in like 6 days. And so, all right, great. And we're going to have athletes. Do we need to book a house? How many houses do we need? Can, all of those things start to play into, like into a role in my head because I'm the one that sort of makes the plans in WODprep. Like no one at the company knows what's going on ever in CrossFit until I tell them.
And when you say that, how many individuals are you referencing? Like, because I know you've got all the coaches and so on. So how many people are you speaking about when you say that?
Well, a couple. Oh, dude, the campers, bro, come on. I'm a business owner. The camper is already written off. Let's see. So you talking about how many employees do we have? Was that the question?
Yeah. I mean, like whenever you say like, I'm the one that's got to figure it out for this whole crew. What's the whole crew that you got to figure it out for? Because I know there are some roles that are a bit more less hands-on, but honestly, not much.
No, everyone besides the coaches are full-time. And just and all of the coaches are, I think only 2 of them aren't full-time. So it's like 9 or 10, maybe 11. Let's see. Ben, Show, Savannah, Brent, Juan, me, Ashley's part-time, Nelson, Melissa, Kaylee, Orlando. So
I wonder if I could have done the whole list maybe.
Yeah. It's not even coach and chaperone. It was 1 year. Oh my gosh, it was the worst. So 2021, the games took 20 masters in every division. And so we coached like 13 people.
Yeah.
Okay. And of those, like 5 or 6 were my personal athletes. And so obviously I can't coach 5 or 6 people that are all going at the exact same time, or not the exact same time, but like staggered, especially in Madison, because in 2021, you couldn't go the back way the athletes went to the field of play. You had to go around and back through. And so I had like 35,000 step days while we were there, but I assigned a coach or a team member to every athlete, and no one knew anything except exactly what I told them to do. Like I had to write all the workouts that they would manage with the athletes. I had to write all the times and like color coded and like all of this stuff. It was nuts. It was not my favorite games for sure.
Yeah.
This is really loud in my ear today. Here we go. Anyways, so when this comes up, that's sort of the like, all right, what are we going to do? How are we going to make this beneficial for the company? And all those things start to roll through my head because no one else is thinking about. Everyone else is like, we just ran a launch. That's where everyone's mind is focused. Like if it's like pure CrossFit, like what's happening now, it's me. And so then we'll just kind of roll into the company and we'll figure it out. So
yeah, but you love that role though. Like as much as it's like it is a lot of weight on your shoulders, like you enjoy it that way.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be good.
And it makes you think of, it's funny because Ben says, one thing about WODprep is we gonna cross that bridge when we get there. And then you're back there like, I'm the one finding the bridge. I'm finding the bridge that we need to cross.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. What bridge do we need to cross? Yeah. Exactly. It's funny. I am for sure type A, but I totally enjoy being in a role where I don't have to be. I think I've come to that point where like when I know I'm comfortable with someone like doing it, I can take a full back seat like with no problem ever. So like all the family stuff or plans or like when we travel with friends or whatever, parents like, what are we doing? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Or like when we're camping, I'm like, the only just getting us there is my only type A to make sure that it's safe. The camper's there. We have all the stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm like, I don't know, is it type B? Like just the exact opposite? Is type B the exact opposite?
I don't even know.
I don't know. I'm the exact opposite of a type A once that's all set.
Yeah.
Once my role is done, I'm like, nope, I can turn it off.
Yeah. I mean, that is similar, I would say, to Jimmy, in that like he really has so many tabs open at all times and is like effectively managing such a broad range of things. It is kind of wild to me because I don't know. I think I like to do a lot. And then I talk to him and I'm like, how are you thinking of all of these different things all the time and executing on them? But he's also really, really good at handing something off, coming up with an idea or whatever. And then he does a really great job of being willing to let someone else take an action once the general idea has come to fruition.
Call it the spider web, right? So
but it's great. I mean, that's something that a lot of people struggle with. It's certainly something that I'm certainly actively working on. I still want to do too much to see it through. I don't trust that someone else can do it as well or whatever. And that's just not very productive.
What is negative? Dude, this is negative 15 Fahrenheit.
No, thank you. Where?
I don't know. I didn't think this, whoever 5 a.m. squat club is.
Wait, yeah, 5 a.m. squat club. Where are you?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Jeremy says 19 you wake up at 5 a.m. and do a workout every day on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know. I thought it was just a thing. And then it actually came across my channel one day and I was like, oh, this is like a real thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was just what this channel called Ottawa. No, too cold.
Brother, that's cold.
Cold. Too cold.
No, thank you. What is it for you right now in Pensacola, Florida?
We have like a rainstorm, there's like a ton of rain the last 2 days going into the next 3 days. So it's like 4 or 5 days. So it's bringing the temperature up, but it's like low 50s right now, but it feels like 40 out because it's windy and rainy. So it's a lot of wind chill, but it's like 50. Yeah, exactly. Lido knows you're not supposed to live there. This is cold enough. Yeah. I enjoy it. I don't mind the cold. Someone was asking me the other day, do you like the cold? And I was like, the person that does my hair. And cause she hates the cold, hates it. She's really, really thin. And so like, she'll be wearing a jacket out at like 80 degrees. I'm like, Don, what are you doing? Like, it's not cold because I'm freezing. And funny. So, she was like, do you like the cold? I'm like, I like wearing clothes in the cold. Like I like winter clothing.
Yep.
Right. Like I like wearing like a big hoodie, you know what I mean? Or like an oversized sweater or something like that. And I was like, but I don't really care either way. I'm totally content with both weathers.
Yeah, but minus 15. We don't know. We don't know anything
That's
about
too
that.
cold. That's too cold.
Sean says, oops, sorry. Sean says he has a marathon tomorrow.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude. That's awesome.
You'll be super stoked after like mile 3. Like mile 1, 2, you're like, oh, this sucks. And then mile 3,
What, the
like,
weather?
I'm so glad it's cold.
Yeah, and then you just have to run another
Mm-hmm.
23 miles, but it's fine.
Kenneth, I could have said my hairstylist. Would that have been better? Is that a thing? Would that have been
Guys, the funny part of all of that is too, CJ puts a lot more energy into his hair than I do.
than most people. But I have to, so here's the reason why I have to do that, because it doesn't come natural, right? Like I have to do the skin thing. I don't have great skin. I don't have good hair. It's not thick. I'm like losing, you know what I mean? So I'm very like,
You gotta
I
work
like
for
at
it.
least
That's all right.
trying,
Yeah.
at least trying to look presentable. And so it's just a thing. It's just, it just is what it is. Like my wife hasn't put a skincare product on her face ever, and just perfect skin.
Yep.
I'm like, I fucking hate you. Like, I
Yeah,
probably
your
should.
routine is more thorough
Like, I
than
probably
hers.
should. And I'm like, you know what? It probably doesn't matter. It's fine. And I was like, I've had acne consistently since I was like 10. So it hasn't gone away. Anyways.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's another thing we share in I don't know. I unfortunately do very little. Or I don't know about unfortunately. It makes things quick, but
Vicky,
anyway.
you know how this is not okay.
I'm also just is that Vicky is so in on like the non-toxic life. I don't even know about Dove, so it must be fine. It must just be that I don't know it.
I mean, there's just they have like a fragrance free, but there's just fragrance in it. You just don't put fragrance on your body. You know what I mean?
Latina.
Yeah. CJ is not part of the anti. Oh, I actually recently moved to the anti sunscreen. I put sunscreen on my face, but I recently moved to the anti sunscreen. Not anti sunscreen, but like
the cleaner stuff.
No, well, yeah, for sure, all of that, like the zinc oxide, etc.
Mineral.
Yeah, mineral for Bennett.
Yeah.
And but for myself, it's outside until I start to burn, and then it's a long sleeve shirt. And I don't put sunscreen on myself anymore. I'll just wear my PFG when I'm like, I know I'm going to be out for a long time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this year's competitions have been interesting. I'll get like melasma, which is what like the pigmentation on my upper lip.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I'm in the sun a lot. And after day 1 of NorCal this summer, I went back to the hotel and was like,
Friday NorCal.
What happened to me out there? It was so bad. Between the melasma and literally like every single day, my eyes got progressively more red, and like I would wake and they would just be red and then it was nasty. And I was also playing with the sunscreens as well this year and not doing the more toxic variations. And it was I think it was at Summit Games whenever I tried a new one that was like one of the mineral whatever. Either way, the ash white gray pigmentation that it caused on my skin that I couldn't get off was awful. Like I couldn't get it. And then it was just all over all of my clothing. It was, anyway, we've had a journey with it this year because I haven't had to wear this much sunscreen in a long time, but all these outdoor events, like, you got to do something.
Yeah. And you know this, well, you might remember, like I wear a bucket hat if I'm outside, like 100% of the time, like unless I'm running or like just like whatever. I have obviously all of these back here, but if I'm out, pool, water, or out for a long time, I'm in a bucket hat. So all the time.
Yeah. I love also that's another, well, there are certain things that at competitions, certain people will always make comments about like me not wearing hats, and they're very adamant that I need to be anyway. I'm just like, okay, thank you. I'll make my choices. Claire, did you drink a lot of coffee? Do you mean today?
Claire always drinks a lot of coffee.
I mean, not anything crazy. I'm on my first cup. I'll wake up and like I am caffeine. It's not okay.
I can't even be outside without sunglasses on. Like if I'm outside without
I don't wear sunglasses.
this is me the whole time. I can't. Doesn't matter. I can't even open my eyes outside in the sun. If the sun is out, sunglasses are on. Even if it's like sort of cloudy out, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, sunglasses are on for me.
Yeah, you're just acclimated to that.
I mean, my eyes have all. I just don't want. My eyes are just super sensitive. They don't tolerate. I'm just gonna squint.
What is Sean saying here? Hang on.
I don't know.
Wait, oops. What did I miss?
I think he's talking about like the vitamin D that gets in your eyes.
Well, he's up here. He's saying stop eating seed oils and processed food. You won't sunburn.
Oh yeah.
Is there? I mean,
I feel like I've
I
heard
don't
that.
do any of that anymore. So
I definitely do that a lot less. My circadian rhythm is not shit. I'm a fantastic sleeper. I am a fantastic sleeper, and I am very consistent. Yeah, exactly. Thanks. Doctor. Yeah, he has spoken. I'm super intolerant to, but this isn't true. I mean, I still am outside in general. I still see the sun, but I think my circadian rhythm is pretty good. Anywho, all right.
I have blue eyes and I just rock with it. I just don't
can't.
need sunglasses.
I can't. I just don't want every wrinkle on my face to like push through.
Come
at
out
40.
faster.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I already have a big smile. I get squinty eyed when I smile. So, we're just trying not to like further that along any faster, all right. So Masters are back. We're excited. It's cool. What do you think?
I'm really excited about it. Like they've talked about. So there's Kevin Ogar said that there were 700 divisional athletes that are going to need to be accommodated here. So like thinking of the logistics side of this, now that you've brought it all together, it's at a convention center near the SAP Center. So it's two different locations, but near one another. You have the Masters going before all of the others. So that's helpful. But what he mentioned, and I'm paraphrasing whatever I heard, but anyway, so we're looking at there's 700 divisional athletes, 60 individuals, and then 80 teams. Is that right? Like 80 team members in total? Because there's 20 teams.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. So we're just looking at, and by the way, this is where CrossFit come at me again about math. But anyway, like 840 total athletes that need to compete. And so that logistically is a ton, right? To have that many events taking place. And then also, of course, all of the coaches and family members and so on that are going to be flooding in. And anyway, it is a lot, but I think it is really nice in a way that each one of these pit legends, Wheelwad did split off for a couple of years and have to run the whole show so that when like coming back together, there's a lot of awareness of what needs to happen logistically to bring these things to life together. Anyway, I'm stoked about it. Of course, like we have to experience it, see what it's like, see if it does make sense. But as much as, so the age group games this year, that was the first time that I have spent that much energy on age groups ever. And I loved it. Made me wish I had done it sooner. But because they were happening at the same time, at the same location, whatever, my focus was not there in previous years. And so putting it all back together, you're going to have some overlap, I suppose, because isn't it the case that the teens and the adaptives, individuals and teams, they will all be going on the same days? That's right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that teens and adaptive are in SAP Center during the same time. I don't think they're at the convention center.
So then that's great because the amount of eyeballs on them.
Let me just confirm. Go ahead. You keep talking. I'm going to find the clip when.
Well, that's awesome, because then you're going to have all sorts of people that are there specifically for the athletes they came to watch. Lito said they are not. So, and I feel like Lito's probably done her homework on this. But yeah, it makes me optimistic that yet again, more people will see the value in making the trip a couple of days early so that they can actually experience that legends age groups experience. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I don't know, a week-long opportunity to hang out with people that you relate to, where you spend most of the year and those of us that are into the competitive side of things, which is most of us here, right? Like that's even a small microcosm within our tiny microcosm within the fitness industry. So like CrossFit's not that big broadly, right? And then there's the ones that are really into the competitive side of things. So for those of us that are obsessed, it's I'm stoked to have a week to spend with all of them.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And like you said, for your logistics, now you need to plan for 1 week long thing instead of at minimum 2 separate events on top of all of the other qualifying events.
Right. All right, here, let's see.
The phone with Heather, are you who's sweating more now, me or you?
Yeah, probably a tight contest on that one, Chase.
Heather, welcome to the show. It's been 20 years of the games. We've had a wild couple of years of moving locations, separating divisions, but now you guys have put in the work. I want to say it's like listen to the fan base, but like, look, quarterfinals are back. That was a huge thing to have back.
No, they listen to the fucking fan base. Stop. Okay. There's only one reason that they're back together. There's only one. It's not the 20th. They can say whatever they wanted to. Dave wouldn't have broke it off if the goal was to come back in 3 years. I disagree. I think they listened 100%. So immediately.
The semifinals, the way they're put together, and now you guys are bringing the divisional games all under one roof. Easier said than done, but how did you guys come to this conclusion for this coming CrossFit Games season?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin certainly put it best where it's complicated, it's complex. And even this year, we're so excited to be in this position where we do have the individuals and team athletes side by side with our masters, adaptive, and teenage athletes. It was not a smooth ride getting to this announcement today, Chase. There were days when, I mean, one day I would get with the team and say, we're 90% there, it's going to happen. And by the next morning, hey guys, I think we're 50% there. So something came up. And so it has been a little bit of a roller coaster. But the great thing is that through all the fits and starts, all of those event organizers, Bob and Joe with Legends, Brock, and then his number 2, Stephanie, on the teenage side of things, and of course, Kevin and Shannon, his better half with Adaptive, everybody was pulling and rowing in the same direction all the way through this. And so even when challenges came in front of us that we had to solve as a team, everybody was there knowing how important this was for the community to have the 20th be something where we're all coming together back in one city.
Like I said before, I'm so excited. I'm so happy that this is coming back. But what logistics is a huge thing. I mean, peak everybody at the games in one time, just the number of athletes that were there, the number of divisions, and that goes for age group, teen, and adaptive, let alone teams and individuals, is that managing those logistics in a, hey, what do you think about doing this in, say, August of this year, getting this all done, and the fact that you guys have pulled it off so far?
Yeah, well, besides having really 4 organizations working together, like I said, that common goal really pulls us together. But then when you think about the other side of the coin, which is a location, we've got venue.
This isn't answering my question.
Right. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm trying to see. So everyone here is saying that they're in the convention center, but I feel like Chase said they were in the SAP center, the adaptive and teens.
Well, I think Amanda Hari referenced that something that Barbell Spin had published and something that CrossFit had published about this was not in alignment, and I can't recall what detail that was. So
go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, that was in her video, so we could go back but I don't have the timestamp for that. So I don't know which thing that it was, but so here on Barbell Spin,
you said it wrong.
Do what?
Amanda Hari.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, we've all been saying it another way for years. Harry.
So weird.
I don't want to pronounce it incorrectly. Thank you.
Yeah,
I do appreciate that.
They're in the convention. All right. Okay. Everyone.
I was going to say, Barbell Spin says masters, teenage, and adaptives are all happening in the convention center.
Okay. So
the dates for the teenage and the adaptive, the 24th through 26th, in alignment with the individual.
Sure. Okay. So to answer the question up here, selling tickets, just to be clear, someone said something, how are teens and adaptive going to sell tickets? Well, none of you, maybe 5 that watch our show ever, have ever been to an adaptive games or a teen games, but I have. There's no one there. There's no one there. They don't sell tickets. They don't sell tickets at all. Family members come, and that's the total extent. So even if you got a 2% bump from the individual games that they came over, like, oh, I want to go watch Katie. I want to go watch Katie. Katie's deaf. She's amazing. She's super fit. I'm going to go watch Katie for one event. That's going to be a ticket that they wouldn't have sold. So there is no fear or concern that people won't be there. Yeah. And so it doesn't matter if they're going on at the same time. The same amount of people are going to be there, and there's not going to be less people there. There will only be more. There will only be more. And now it might be novel, minimal, but there will only be more versus them being in Vegas in a carpet floored convention center with pipe and drape to separate their lanes. Okay. So this is specific to the adaptive. Adaptives were in San Antonio 2 years ago. Amazing. Such a cool venue, such a great space. And then last year they were in Vegas along with AO finals or whatever it was, a weightlifting thing. And it was a joke.
Well, I think that they did like content wise, I think that they captured a lot of stories well. So the venue maybe was
Yeah.
lacking. And it really, from what I heard, it sounded like it was like, because wasn't it you had to go through like a smoking environment like you usually do in Vegas to get to something and so on. And that just sucks. But it is what it is. They obviously did the best that they could and they made it happen. And my gosh, the logistics they're talking about, we cannot fathom. Like yet again, now getting to be a part of events and getting just what I've had the opportunity to do this year has exposed me to, I couldn't even begin to articulate here and not take up a ton of time and run around all sorts of different topics. Like the things that have to occur logistically and certainly for an adaptive at the Wodapalooza SoCal was my first opportunity to ever call a heat of adaptives. And it was so amazing to get to call and to get to watch. And I'm so excited to see more of it. But yeah, logistically, like this is a huge undertaking. And so thankfully they've been doing it for a long time and are doing it well. But let's see, I wanted to, oh, sorry, real quick. Lady Heavy Lift said this year will be my first year being at the CrossFit Games or at the games. I just want to say hell yeah. And I'm excited for you and hope to see you there.
And then Lito, so you'd be gutted if you came all the way to San Jose to compete, but not be able to watch the individuals. So there's been years where they ran all the way through, you know what I mean? So like in Madison, there were years where individuals competed all the way through Saturday. And so they only had one day, right? And they got a free ticket, but they didn't, a lot of them wouldn't have bought a Coliseum ticket, right? So you wouldn't have been able to watch all of Sunday anyways. You get your one event in the morning and then that's it. So this is pretty normal.
Do we know what the ticket situation is for those that are competing?
No, I have no idea. Well, so my guess is going to be that it'll be very similar to Fort Worth, where there's like a free area and then you pay for a seat inside the SAP Center because there's no outside like thing. And
so those that are competing at the convention center still need to purchase a ticket to be able to
for sure
inside the SAP.
Well, I mean, that's 1,000 people. I mean, you're talking immediately, well, whatever it is, 700 athletes that there's no way they're going to give them a seat. That's just my opinion. I mean, I know I know they won't give them a seat. I don't know how the other portion of that ticket sale is going to go because it sounds like it's going to be very much like Albany, where everything is going to be on the same floor, right? Or Fort Worth. And so I guess there'll be my thought would be the vendor village will be free to get into. There'll be watch parties and things like that.
Yeah.
Sort of how they did at Fort Worth. And
this does make sense. Like I know that this is probably, if you are someone who's competing in one of the divisionals, it would be like amazing to get those tickets as well. Like it'd be wonderful, but you can just see also logistically how they just like can't make that make sense with needing to sell tickets.
Yeah. And so in Madison, it was the same. You just got you got your ticket because it was, your ticket got you into the area, but you didn't get into the Coliseum, right? So you couldn't go into the Coliseum. Like, yes, as a competing athlete, you got a ticket into the games, the entire area, but that was when they charged for it. I bet if they went back now, they wouldn't charge for that portion of it. They would only charge for Coliseum tickets.
Yeah.
And they would have brought, I mean, the entire city of Madison would have walked through, you know what I mean? And bought a Noble shirt or whatever it was. And so I think that's like, seems like that's the thing to do. So,
and we don't yet have clarity on what is taking place with Vendor Village at all.
No. And so they were talking about that on Spin.
Yeah.
Based on what I've seen, based on what I've talked to Joe about is that the Masters will have the Masters teens division. So like in the convention center, we'll have a like a vendor village, and then the SAP Center will have a vendor village as well. They'll be separate. They'll It'll be 2 separate vendor villages.
So you believe that. You don't actually know that to be true, but that's your thoughts.
Well, I've already talked to Joe about WODprep being a part of like what that would look like.
Yeah, but you
And
just don't have the details.
yeah, I don't have any details, but assuming, because I'm talking to Joe
Yep.
about it, that they're separate. I can't imagine Joe has any type of influence to the the main
big
games.
show.
Yeah, the main games sponsorship and things like that. So that would be my guess.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at all of the parking around the SAP Center itself. I mean, there's definitely a lot of it, but
Yeah, this is huge. And so people are like, oh, hotels are going to be blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, I mean, maybe. I mean, there's not going to be that many more people than a normal like hockey weekend, in my opinion. This would be what I think is hopefully all the stuff that Heather was like on about of like the roadblocks and stuff they hit is something, because it's something like this, is because they're going to turn a huge portion of this strip into an experience outside. You know what I mean? TVs, beer gardens, an experience that's just not sitting in your seat. Because while I love watching CrossFit and I could sit in my seat all day, most people that even enjoy watching CrossFit can't. Right. And so this would be most ideal, where it's like, oh, we can still watch everything. You know what I mean? Like barbell spin, they've joked about it for a couple of years of like barbell spin having a bar and they just like, they cast it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's playing overhead and everyone can watch and they just talk shit over it the entire
Oh my
time.
gosh, people would absolutely love that. And then you think about that festival vibe of Madison, that one of the huge selling points that you experienced for years, and I had the opportunity to experience for 2 years, was all of that campground situation with the RVs and so on. And like, yeah, everybody finishes the day. And then like one of the things that you reflect back on and are so grateful you got to experience was whatever occurred on the campgrounds, right? And so how can you bring anything like that to life where, you know, supportive experiences surrounding it that go after hours and so on, because these people want to maximize the experience of the week as best as possible.
It doesn't look like there's any campgrounds in inside San Jose. So I don't know if we'll be driving the camper across country.
Oh, for you. Yeah. Cause it may be too far away.
Yeah, I mean, that would take like 6 days to get there. I mean, I would fly the family out. If we did that, I'd fly the family out. I'd drive the camper, and then we would turn it into like a couple week or multiple week trip or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that actually sounds awesome. Crossout said there's a Whole Foods there. So we need to let that Whole Foods know that we're coming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They need to be aware that the volume of clientele that they're going to have for that week is going to skyrocket.
100%.
Because Greg Glassman said, if you're not following the base of the pyramid,
you're not doing CrossFit.
You're not doing CrossFit, which by the way, I want you to pull up that clip, or should we leave that for John? We could either pull that up on this show or we could leave that for him having to just sit through that.
We should migrate all nutrition talk to that show just to make John feel as uncomfortable as possible at all times.
What we're referencing, guys, is we have a little, it's just the three of us for that show, text message. And I sent a clip that was about nutrition and CJ immediately said, John doesn't care about this. And then I said, well, great. He can tolerate me then, because it's the base of the pyramid that is CrossFit.
Well, to be fair, not to be fair.
He was very much so like, yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, this is what I was getting at. I was like, I don't know. Like John knows a lot about CrossFit, but I don't know if it's like his, like he's not.
Did you hear about his programming?
Driving? No.
That's what he announced at the end of the barbell spin, is he's going to be launching strength biased programming. So it's not one-on-one coaching, but it's just selling $25 a month programming if you want a strength bias in your CrossFit. So, which is interesting then if we take it back to our conversation around conjugate just a week ago or whatever. Anyway.
Interesting. I've seen John's programming. It's periodization, linear, like tried and true blue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, another template program. Dude, template programs are tough, man. It's a tough world, and it's really only
why.
A tough world.
Why do you say that? Well, I agree with you, but why?
It's only a tough world because of like three things, right? And it's Huepo, Homeham, and Proven. Those three, they just monopolize the entire.
Will you do that again?
Yeah, it's the no vowel sort of thing. Huepo, mayhem, improvement. That's just what they are, right? So, anyways, it's just monopolized, and it's impossible to do anything against. Like, oh, I do mayhem, and it's like, oh, mayhem's the best, and it's like, I mean, is it? I mean, I support mayhem and all their CrossFit love, and I think that they're great for our space, but I mean, their program is just pure CrossFit year round, and they're all the same. I mean, they're all the same. Proven's really high. HWPO is like sort of CrossFit, not really, and then mayhem is just as constantly varied functional movement, high intensity as you can get, and so it's they just take over the entire space, and you can't compete with them because of what they give. So it's hard to start a template program in this space.
Well, I think what it sounded like, if I were to pull from what he was saying, it sounded like the demand from him is enough that he can't really do one-on-one, and he doesn't like to as many people who would be interested in getting to work with him. So he's just like, here, I'll just throw out this hands-off thing if you want it, and don't expect to communicate about it, kind of thing. So, I mean, if there's enough interest in receiving that from him, then you know what, go get your paper.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, template's great. I mean, we know WODprep has a template program, but the reason why that it's not a primary selling product in our company anymore is because it's impossible to compete with.
Well, and you guys don't push it at all.
Yeah, we did, and then it just we couldn't move it. It kind of sits where it sits, and so no matter how many launches we did, how much retention play we did inside of the template, inside of our group, inside of WODup, which is the platform that we use, it doesn't matter. Our churn stays the same. We get a few in, we lose a few. It just doesn't, no matter what, right? And so instead of taking resources away from pushing WODprep Academy, which is what our unique selling point is.
Mm-hmm. And it is very unique.
Super unique, definitely. Anyways.
I don't think in all of those, I don't think you said Train Sentinel, which that's of course been the one that's kind of taken over this year.
Well, it's taken over in this space, but from a pure size perspective, right? Yep. They're at 1,000, which is great. And not to take anything away from Taylor, that's amazing number.
Yeah.
Right? It's still pennies compared to proven HWPO mayhem.
Isn't Hiller's also pretty large inside? Like, I think he referenced something like 1,000 on his as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, for him to be able to do, I know, like in case everyone doesn't know, Hiller doesn't make money on YouTube. I don't know if anyone knows that. Like he doesn't, he makes pennies on the dollar from the YouTube content that he actually makes, right? Like the money YouTube pays him for that stuff is very, very minimal to like live on. He makes all of his money from the program. So he has to have a decent chunk because
How do you know that about his income on YouTube? I'm not saying it's untrue. I just don't know it.
He's referenced it before that he's like, I don't make that much here. I make it all from the program.
It compounds though. I'd be curious to see how he's doing today.
So you get paid for every 1,000 views on YouTube. Okay. That's how you get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And the biggest channels like Mr. Beast and stuff, they get paid somewhere in like the $30 to $50 mark per 1,000 views. Okay. But most channels are in the single digit dollar amounts. And so, in this, he also doesn't monetize every video too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I figured that was a huge contributor too.
So, like his Haley one, which was like, I think it's got like 200,000 views or something. Maybe that's not right. Maybe 100,000. Even if he made $10 a video, that's only $1,000, right?
Yeah.
And it took him a month to put that together. So WODprep Academy. So WODprep at our base is we take athletes from scale to RX. So we take athletes that struggle with double unders, don't have the skills to do or strength or ability to do muscle ups, bar muscle ups. They're scaled athletes in whatever capacity that looks like. And so we have individual courses that sell. Sorry, Jeffrey Birch asked, what is WODprep Academy basically? So, and so we have a muscle up course, a bar muscle up course, handstand push up, handstand walk, pull up, strict pull up, toes to bar, butterfly chest to bar, butterfly pull up, ring muscle up, a powerlifting course, a weightlifting course, rope climbs, pistols, burpees, everything, nutrition, everything in everything you need to click that RX button is what WODprep does. And so we sell it in an academy. So it's an annual subscription type model. You get access to all the things inside of the group. You get coaching. You can post videos. We have weekly office hours, live Zoom calls.
Make that clear what office hours is, because when you first told me that, I didn't understand what you meant by that.
Yeah. So you can post a video and then have a live call with me, Ben, or Nelson. And so we'll run a Zoom call, right? So instead of just basically posting a video and getting feedback written in the comments, you can have a live interaction with a coach, right? Yep. Drawing on the screen, going back and forth, and so on. Yep. Is the sale over? Jeffrey, if you message me right now, the sale is not over for you.
And Vicky said it's a great value. Yeah. I think the differentiator for sure for you guys, from my perspective, is definitely that like all of the skill courses, they are meant to be complementary. My understanding, tell me if I'm wrong, but they're meant to be complementary to the other things that you're doing. So you can still attend your affiliate classes and be a part of the community, which for a lot of us is a huge value. For me, it certainly is. And then I can also go snag one of the skill courses with minimal time, 3 times a week, and get done whatever it is that I want to get done, making progress on that specific thing. And then I'm not even touching on all the other things that he just mentioned, of as far as you actually get those calls and all that good stuff. So, but I think that the unique thing there is just that there's a very targeted, I think that most of those skill courses are 8 weeks in length. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. Everything is 3 days a week, 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Roughly 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. So you get access to all the tools, but you also get, that stuff in particular is like the thing that is different. Cause like we talked about all the different, hard work pays off, all the different options for template. And then that's a bit different of an offer. So anyway, not saying no one else in the space is doing any sort of skill courses. That's obviously not true, but
it's really, it's really only like one, really. I mean,
who else is offering skill courses right now?
Performance RX.
Okay. I feel like there have to be more that we are just unaware of, but I guess it's your world. You would know.
Not really. I mean, everyone has like standalone, right? So like they'll do like everyone has a strict pull-up thing. And a bunch of people will have sort of like this. So like they'll just have sort of like it there, but they don't push it. Everyone pushes their template, and then they have sort of these like add-on offers, right? And ours is reversed. And so coming back to here, it's a throwback. Lots of these templates started that way and went huge and got impersonal. So I think started referencing back to John. And so ours is the opposite, right? Like we've always done the skill course, and then we only do, right, exactly. We only do high touch one-on-one coaching now. Like those are our 2 selling points, right?
Gotcha.
We do our academy, right? And then there's a lot of high touch points in there. And then we do one-on-one coaching, and that's like our thing. Mm-hmm.
What made Ed say this? CrossFit is on the East Coast for sure. What makes you say that?
Planet Fitness, probably, but I think Planet Fitness is pretty like nationwide.
What?
I don't know. He said something about Planet Fitness.
This says it's like paying for Planet Fitness versus an affiliate. I don't think that's related to Ed's comment.
That was the last thing that he said. I mean, he was just talking about Hiller, and then unless he's way back somewhere. Anyways, we'll figure you out.
No, we won't. I've given up. Okay, so age group games, or I'm sorry, all of the divisional. I think we've kind of, we've unpacked that pretty thoroughly. Would you say Legends is next weekend?
I know. I leave Thursday. When do you get there?
Thursday.
Yeah. I leave Thursday, and it's such an undertaking to like man the booth thing now. Is anyone going to be at Legends? If so, make sure that you swing on by the booth. Come chat. Corey is definitely. Corey, I think you're competing, right? So, you get something in your bag. So come by the booth, and you get free shit. And we'll have apparel too, a little bit.
Good, because that was something that was lacking at the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep. And yeah, it'll be good. Do what? Do what?
No.
Yeah. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
No, you don't get a jersey. No one gets a jersey. No one gets jerseys. That's we keep that with us.
It is pretty cool.
So what's your, I mean, obviously
know that
you're
you're
emceeing.
still
What's
a
your
VIP.
role?
What's my role at
Yeah,
Legends?
yeah.
Oh, we've
Right.
already talked about that, but I'm emceeing.
And so are you like head MC?
That's a good question for Joe. I don't actually know.
Okay.
I know
who
I've
else is
had the
emceeing with you?
opportunity to like bring somebody else in, and I'm happy to be as helpful as possible, but I don't actually know. I don't know if there is one. I don't know yet.
Who are you emceeing with? Who's on the floor with you?
The other person that I'm aware of that I'm emceeing with is Gabe Garcia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm so excited. He is, if you guys haven't experienced it, if you're going to be there and you haven't experienced him emceeing before, the energy that he brings to the floor is so good. The first time I ever emceed with him, I was like, oh, you like sound like a really legit announcer, you know, who also just so happens to understand CrossFit, be a CrossFitter, all of that. So anyway, yeah, he's super pleasant to work with. His family's wonderful. I love getting to work with him. So I'm very excited that we're bringing him out.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do have some gripes that I'll talk about on the show.
For me?
No, about Legends right now, about this past couple weeks. I'm fully fucking fed up with their Instagram teaser workout things. Just give us the workouts and stop this. It's so frustrating. I know it's like their thing, but I hate it. I hate every second of it. So they just like, they post this like cryptic fucking Dave Castro nonsense about the workout, and you don't know anything about it. You just know that there'll be a swim. You'll know that there'll be a muscle up. And I'm just like, just post the workout. Just stop.
Wasn't it 1 week out they were going to give all the workouts and then announce every detail of all of it and have a call going over all of it?
So they
like
had a call. So here's my next gripe is they've had the call, but on the call they didn't give away the workouts. They just talked about the flow of the workouts, and I was like, bro, you went over the flow. Here, we got the flow on Wednesday. Yeah.
Do we need to call Joe?
The flow. I'll tell him in person.
I think
I'll
we
get him
need
on
to
the
call
podcast.
Joe.
And my athletes messaged me like, do we need to go on this? They're like, but they're not going to release the workouts. They're just going to go over the flow of all the workouts. And I was like, Masters athletes get confused when you tell them it's 21, 15, 9 pull-ups and thrusters. They're like, oh, well, what do you do first? It says pull-up and thrusters. Oh, well, how do you go to the next one? You go this way. And then is it 21, 15, 9 in a row? And then you do 21, 15, 9. No, it's 21.
It's a couplet.
It's a couplet. Masters get confused for fucking everything. Okay. They're the worst. The worst.
I also just, and this, I wasn't present for this, but I don't understand how you convey the flow without conveying those
So they
details.
gave some of the workouts and then some of the movements, but like not the rep schemes. And I'm like, why? What? It's like making a plan to make a plan, but not knowing all the details to make said plan. And so, Avera, what happened to Unknown? And I'm totally fine with Unknown and Noble. Then just make it Unknown and a Noble, and don't post these teasers. They're just they bother me. Like they bother the shit out of me.
That's funny.
It's so annoying.
I clearly have been oblivious to this stuff. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is
exactly. It's a double work. So now they're going to release the workouts in full in the next 48 hours or the night before, whatever it is, and everyone's going to have the same fucking questions. Corey, this is why I don't ever go to briefs or on those calls. Both my athletes did. I was like, you don't have to go. They're like, we're going to go. I'm like, you don't have to go. It's not going to help. The questions people ask in fucking athlete briefs are the most off the wall shit. Like, you're just like, dude, you're here. Like, you've done CrossFit for more than 5 minutes, right? A box jump. Do we have to jump on the box? What?
Do both feet have to touch?
Can we go around the box? What?
Can one foot hang behind the box?
Right. It's just like, what the fuck are you saying?
Can I touch it with my hands?
Right. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I had a fitness event earlier this year that I did for the city of Austin. what occurred in one of the events when it came to the box jumps. I did not anticipate that. I went from emceeing the event to also programming and also we did a lot. Anyway, and it was fun. Anyway,
it's
what happened with the
wild.
hands on the boxes? I was like, I couldn't have anticipated that. I'm in shock right now. And this happened. So anyway, in these competitions, they're thinking they're
Jeffrey's just being nice.
They're doing it a lot more thoroughly.
And Jeffrey's just being nice. And so some of them are valid, right? Like a flow, you know what I mean? Or like it's just absurd that some of the questions that they ask. Oh, and then I guess right when they were done, someone was like, hey, can you do all of that in Spanish? Someone asked Joe that, like, as soon as he was done, he's like, hey, can you repeat all of that in Spanish? And it was like 45 minutes later. Fantastic. Anyways, so I get it, not doing a brief the night before, which I'm totally fine, but doing the flow without all of the information, it seemed completely redundant, and they're going to have to do it again in some capacity, which is just more work for blah.
Okay, well, here goes I'm going to find the silver lining if there is one.
I know you are.
I'm not disagreeing. Get this out of the way now.
Yeah, well, I agree, but now they have to do it again because they're going to release the workouts and everyone's going to ask all the same questions.
Right, but we're referencing Legends. They have a semifinal event next year.
Oh, yeah. They
and the divisional games. So, hey, okay, whatever just occurred. You guys can communicate. Like, hey, tell us or don't tell us, but that was weird. And then maybe it'll influence whether or not that occurs the same way or differently here in 5 months or however long it is from now.
I definitely have old grumpy vibes, like peeking out for sure.
It's good. It's a good compliment. We can't both be just sunshine and rainbows. That would just really be annoying.
Yeah. And speaking of Del Mar, I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, it is.
I have information. I'll tell you off screen.
Love that.
It's going to be sick.
I'm sorry, guys. I love that fully selfishly, but
yeah, it's going to be wild. All right, so Legends is this weekend, and then what's next for you?
That I mean, that's the thing I'm focused on for this year, and then of course for next year, got some solid goals, of course, within the space of things I want to get done. So yeah.
This is pretty funny.
What? Is it Apple? This thing was in the barbell spin chat last week too. Love it. He's such a shit. Yeah. So what's next is this event, and then that wraps up this calendar year. I've got a small event in Moultrie, Georgia, which is a small town in Georgia, on January 10th. It's the same day as the Mode Classic. What are you laughing at?
Just that was like, oh, they start on their bottom. That was like one of those. You're like, oh, their bottom is on the ground, that kind of thing. You were like, I'm in Moultrie, Georgia, which is a small town in Georgia.
Well, I said it, and then I'm like, I should probably be more specific. I don't know. Anyway, it's the Moultrie South Georgia Classic. It's 5th year, and this will be the first year that I'm going to go there. So that's on January 10th. So that's next after this for me as far as events goes. And then of course we'll ramp up the event calendar. I believe as of right now, I'll do TFX in January as well. And then as far as semifinal events, I think as of right now, I'll have the opportunity to be a part of 2 of them, I think.
Nice.
I need to go back and look, but anyway.
Cool.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's what you were seeking, but
yeah.
I will tell you that there's a clip that apparently we're going to wait for Monday to go over that's on the nutrition, whatever. I thought we might go there today, but that's all right that we don't.
No, we got to get rolling. I got to get Bennett up a little early today. Parents' birthday is tomorrow, so we have to.
Parents' birthday is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, happy birthday, Perrin.
Yep. And then we have a wedding too. So tomorrow we have a wedding. So that'll be fun. It's a bunch of our fraternity and sorority brothers and sisters we all went to college with and whatnot. So there's a lot of people in town.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love a good wedding.
It's gonna be cold. It's a rooftop wedding.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. But It'll be the first time I put on a suit in a minute. I remember the last time I put on a suit.
Ooh, Jimmy will put on a suit today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to
There's a
rent a
show.
cut.
Oh man, yeah, I told you about that. There's a WWE show here tonight, and I was like trying to figure out. I haven't given up on it.
You're
Yeah,
batty.
yeah. They like anyway. Yeah, I still haven't.
It didn't go through.
Well, I don't really. There was never any further like what to do. So I did reach out to someone that does work for the WWE about like what do you got to do, and they were just like. Told me where to reach out to, but that was yesterday afternoon and the show's today. So like, I have no idea. I just think I'll be at the show regardless, but I think it'd be really fun to be in Jade's baddie section. That would just be so fun.
I agree.
Yeah. So I have no idea how that's like, it's 8:00 day of, so we'll see. Yep. We'll see.
Kenneth has hairstyles. Hey, dude, before, like when, I don't know, we were younger, we get dressed up all the time and go out, used to be a thing. Put on nice clothes. I like putting on nice clothes.
Are you saying you don't do that often these days?
Yeah, we don't do that fucking ever. Ever. So Perrin's a hermit. It's good though. It's a balance. I pull her out and she makes sure that we live in the moment. And so that's all right. We do the camping thing now. That's like our socializing, which is great because now I don't have to do we don't have to ever worry about anything. It's so great.
When I was a real estate agent, and I was like I was at all of the football games all year. I would travel to NFL games as well as go to all of the local. I lived in Norman, Oklahoma, so Oklahoma University games.
What team would you follow for NFL, or would you just go to random games?
I definitely followed people that played at OU, and so the Cowboys were like my team. But then it was during that time we traveled for Baker Mayfield a decent amount with the Browns, which they're such a fun fan base, so that was really fun.
Browns are fun fan base,
yeah, they're really fun. So. Anyway, that season of life, I also had a significantly larger income. And so I moved into the fitness industry. Things really went downhill. No, it's disturbing. In fact, I don't know. My mother the other day was like, so I saw a picture of you at dinner and I just have seen those clothes so much. Have I told you this already on
air?
No,
you haven't. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway. And so she was like, I would really like it if you would get some new clothes. And I was like, I wonder what Jimmy thinks if he's like also wishes that, because it just during that season of life when my income was a lot greater, I had a lot more fun expressing myself with clothing. Yeah. And in this season of life, we got a budget, and that is not on there. And so it's fine, but it hasn't been a focus. And it just took me back to like, I remember seasons of life where I really enjoyed expressing myself with different clothing and going, and whatever. Right. And it was really fun. And these days I'm just a lot of the same stuff. And it doesn't bother me, but apparently it's noticeable enough. Oops. Thank you, Vicky. She said that Jimmy doesn't give a shit. I don't know. He definitely doesn't bring that stuff up, but he's also just, I don't know. He's the best. You're right. He doesn't care. Hope not. There was one other thing. Oh, sorry. Jeremy said, when is your wedding? It will probably be in 2027. We got a little ways to go. Next month we'll have been engaged for 1 year. So it's going to be a little while.
Long time before we got married. Long time.
We got some stuff to get done. Anyway. That was a lot about random stuff.
This is something that I'm trying to like continue to instill in the fam, because my wife and her mom are huge on Christmas. Like they love Christmas and the kids and all the things. And so like tons and tons and tons of presents, lots of little presents and stockings and Santa and all the stuff. And so I'm like, hey, let's just leave. Person's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't want any. I'm like, don't buy me anything. I don't care.
Well, are you a gifts guy? Is that a receiving?
Is my love language?
Yeah. Is that something that's on your radar?
No, not even a little bit.
So it wasn't before. It hasn't been.
It never has been. No. But I also didn't grow up with it. But her family did. Right?
I was gonna say, is receiving gifts a love language for her? She enjoys that.
Giving gifts is how she likes to express, but she's not a good gift receiver, which is a really interesting.
When you say she's not a good one, what does that mean?
She's
picky.
She is picky for sure. Yeah. And she doesn't like to have money spent on her. Like I was gonna get her. She wanted a dainty necklace, right? And so we have like a nice local jeweler, and I was there and I had a few picked out, and I was like, no matter what I get her, it's not going to be the perfect one. So I was like, here, look through these 5. And she was like, there's 0% chance you're buying me these. I don't know. They were however much they were, right? I mean, they weren't $20. Okay. And so she was like, you're not spending that much money on a necklace. I'm like, why not? Like, I was like, you don't like anything. She's like,
Aw.
here's what I want. And then she sent me this, like, I don't know, this Instagram mom that she follows and this company that they push. And we got like 10 things for the price of the necklace that I was going to get her. And now she's happy, but I can't surprise her because like, she's, she is particular, but she's super frugal. And I think that's more of why she doesn't like to receive the gifts. She hates being the center of attention or center of whatever the situation is, but she loves giving gifts. Loves
Mhm.
it.
She
But I'm a
seems
terrible
lovely.
but I'm a terrible person to give gifts for because as a male that makes money, I just buy all the things that I want. Like, and so
I can relate to that.
it's
Jimmy, I'm like, if he wants it, he has it.
Yeah, exactly. And so she's like, just wait. I'm like, well, I don't want to wait. I'm like, it's on sale or it's on something, or it's like I bought While on Earth shoes, right? I was like, I want a pair. And so
Yeah.
I just bought a pair. And then they came out with a new colorway and I was like, oh, I like that colorway too. And I just bought it. And then I just like handed it to her. I'm like, here's my Christmas present. And I just like gave it to her. And I was like, I'll open it on Christmas.
Yeah. Everybody's so different with that.
Yeah, it
Definitely.
doesn't matter. It just I just carry and so answer Vicky's quality time. No, I mean, yes, I enjoy quality time, but me and my wife, we're together a lot. And so that's never a challenge. Mine is like my love language is physical touch and like words of affirmation. Big time, which are most men, but I found out is like those in general. Words of affirmation is like there, but physical touch is 100%. I'm like a very lovey person to my partner always. So anyways.
Yeah. Thankfully, I'm words of affirmation at the top. And then I think that Jimmy is really high up there with that one too. So that's like very compatible. It's nice.
Yeah. All right. I got to get Bennett up.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about nutrition next week. There might be a few people who are like, yay. And then a few people who are like, well, please not again.
No,
but we're going to do it.
Right on pick. Just like it's the culture, right?
Oh yeah. We didn't even talk about,
I know.
do you like it? Sorry, you said you had to go. You can just go.
Yeah. Quick thing. I saw Spin sort of whine about like, like fuck the quick fix and now it's different and blah, blah, blah. And now it's kind of changing. I think it's all just building upon itself, right? Fuck the quick fix is like this is what CrossFit is for. And the culture is like, this is what CrossFit is. Right. And so I think I know they're building on each other because I talked to Jenna about it. And like, it's part of the same continuous marketing play.
Okay.
And so I think it's great. It's better than nothing. And it is just where, we have to continue putting out stuff, right? Like, I think everyone's going to feel like it's cheesy or whatever it is. And so it's, but it's what it is. It's nothing new. Like we've all said all of these things for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and so the culture one in particular, to me, that just speaks to the base. And so then I think, like, yet again, they've got a lot going on that we don't even know about yet. But we're also seeing, so like the Harry Lightfoot L2 stuff, there are just they have a lot going on. So I think that whereas for so long we didn't see much from them, and so it was like you had to grasp at every little thing. And now there's a lot of angles coming out at all times from different channels and different whatever. So maybe the culture one is really targeted towards those that like they get it. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's not for bringing in the new people. Maybe it's yet again firing up that base. That's the intention of that one. And then over here we have this collaboration that we're doing with X individual, and that is really, like the Chase content that they've put out recently about his journey, whatever. Like that's a lot more relatable to all of us who have gone through seasons of fitness, whatever, and been around for a long time, but like truly to the new person, I mean, so not everything needs to resonate with everybody because they are genuinely doing a lot.
Yeah. I think it's fine. It's good. All right.
Okay.
Till next time. See you guys Monday. Peace.
Bye.
Whoops. I hit the end stream. Almost left.